All right. Welcome to For the Culture. This is Deepak, and I'm sitting here with Rashaun. He is the owner of Kosher Apparel, runs a YouTube channel, and I'm here interviewing him today for the culture. So tell me, what made you want to start running Kosher and your YouTube channel, and are they interconnected?
So as far as connection, okay, I'll just, first question on what made me want to do it. I guess since a kid, I've always been like into fashion. I've always been into cameras, actually. So I guess that's where they kind of connect. So just as a kid, I've always been into those two things. Like I used to watch Givenchy's like runway shows. I used to watch like Dior, like all the different seasons coming out. Like I was always on top of that stuff, but I could never afford to wear it, right? So it was always in my head, like, man, I wish like one day I could create clothes. And it happened that I didn't go towards the high fashion end because that's just not where like people are, in our generation. So I kind of went with the more street style.
Of course.
But yeah, that's how that whole thing developed. So I've always been into fashion. And as far as YouTube, like I've always just wanted to be a character in something, right? So like I pretty much started YouTube as a car guy.
Yeah.
And then I moved into like as a fitness guy, and now I've kind of found my place as just like trying to be a vlogger,
right? That
involves any aspect of his life. So, it's just always wanted to be a character of something, and now I could be a character of my own thing. So that's just kind of how that started,
Yo, that's great. And is your clothing? So your clothing is mostly like streetwear, right?
Yeah.
But there's a little bit of a fitness edge to it, right?
Yeah. So my clothing is like, if you look at the style of the shirt, like the cuts of the shirt, it is like, it has like a tailored fashion-y cut, like, you know what I mean? How it fits, but it can also translate into like fitness also, because the material of it is usually the blend that I will go with is 95% cotton, 5% spandex. And that's a very popular blend for fitness shirts because it just has a soft to touch feel to it, and it's just very breathable for the gym. So that's just kind of like why I went with that. So because I am influenced by a lot of fitness in my life, like it's always been a big part of my life, so I did want to incorporate that blend into my material, right? Like I could have went all cotton, but that stiffness is not breathable in the gym, right? So it was like, it's just kind of best of both worlds to design the look for fashion and then have it still be breathable for like active wear, right?
Yeah. And what other platforms do you have going on for you? Like what other you have a few other ventures going on too, right?
So as you said, YouTube, I would say, would be one of my entities that I'm like I'm always focused on creating new videos and just trying to grow on YouTube as a whole. I think it could pay off in the long run, right?
Totally.
Kosher Apparel is obviously like my main thing. I'm just trying to work on that as much as possible. Just in the point of just growth for that, and going on my third launch now. Designing is trying to be different than the last one and just trying to expand with that. And then obviously my third thing would just be like my media company as a whole, RLR Studios, which is like my business name for my media company. Just working on that and just trying to just taking on new clients from a distance and new clients locally. Just like really trying to make it one of those like media companies that in the end could turn into like a Universal Studios, RLR Studios next to Universal Studios, or like Sony Productions. Just like I want it to be like an actual, in the end, like a real established media company. So right now I'm in the started stages of just like developing that too, right? So yeah, just focusing on those three things, and all of those just like my priorities and kind of like all that I really have going on.
Yeah, of course. So, okay. So I've noticed, just to get back into kosher for a moment, I noticed that in your first line, you like your first, like your V1 shirts, they're kind of more of like a little bit, it's obviously a custom fitted fit, but it's still more like a standard style shirt.
Yes.
Whereas the second V,
completely different.
Yeah.
And that would just, I don't even know, like that came from the first time I made the shirts. It was like I said, it was my first shirt ever. Like as far as size charts go, like that was one of those things I didn't even think about. I thought about the shirt, thought about the color, thought about the name, logo, but I didn't think when the supplier came to me, like what size chart was I going to use. Like I haven't measured out any shirts, I haven't measured out any of this stuff. So I kind of went with almost like a generic size chart for the samples. I actually had 3 samples before I finalized to the fourth. So the first sample was just all wrong,
Right.
logo was off, sizing was off. So we ended up making it a little tighter around the chest. Like I made the sleeves a little longer. I did like basic things, but I didn't as a whole completely customize the fit. So that's why it kind of has like its little quirks here and there to make it like fit nicely. But when you look at the second one, like you said, it's just like completely different, right?
Yeah.
Because that one I actually took the time to like measure out each size and like completely, I probably did about 4 samples for that one and completely take something from scratch and just like design the whole thing from like,
from the bottom up.
From the bottom up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why it fits that way, yeah, and that's just the process of that. A lot of sampling and and now that I have that template, which is funny because collection 3, which I'm working on for later this year, collection 3 will probably be a mix of both.
Oh, okay.
So there were some things that I did like about collection 1's fit.
Yeah.
And there was obviously a lot that I love that I designed with collection 2's fit, but I like the breathable feel of collection 1, how it's a little more loose in certain places, and I like the length of collection 2.
Okay.
And how it was just long and it was tight on the sleeves. The sleeves are shorter. Just like little things like that. I'm just like combining the best of both collections, and that's what collection 3 is going to be.
Right.
So in totality, it should be the perfect fit. You know? But so that's kind of what I'm hoping for there. So
that's sweet, and I've noticed that you're adding more colors as you get more collections happening too.
Exactly. Yeah. Started out with the all black hat, black shirt, and then we moved on to just like a range of colors for like the second launch. So
you had the navy. I wish I had that, but I was a little too slow at grabbing one of those.
Yeah, the navy, the beige, the white, black. The gray.
Yeah. Gray was popular, right?
The gray was very popular. The gray was limited. That was actually the most limited one because when I did the poll to see what colors the people wanted, the gray was kind of like put on the back burner, and beige was, the popular one. But they both ended up selling out. So I was happy that everybody accepted both colors, right? So,
yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. So you said later this year, are you working on any sort of like fall wear or winter wear at all, or is it?
I do want to do hoodies later this year, but I'm still kind of in that t-shirt phase, and that's personally because it's just personal like style. In the winter, I still wear t-shirts.
Really?
I still wear t-shirts. I might throw like a flannel over it, or I might throw like a bomber jacket over the t-shirt, but I still wear t-shirts in the winter. So I feel like it's always a time to design t-shirts. I mean, I may branch over. Like I said, I want to do the hoodies, maybe some long sleeves, but I know for sure the t-shirts will still be there. Yeah. Just in a different style, different color, but we'll see. I don't think I'll be doing like beanies or anything like that.
Because athletic wear, beanies, like that.
Well, it could
happen. Like Nike does that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, they do. I do a lot of things off my personal instinct, right? Like if I'm not feeling something, I probably won't create it.
Well,
and I don't wear beanies.
Oh, there you go. So
it probably won't happen. You know?
Yeah.
So I've always been like a guy who wore like dad caps. So like that was like why that's been such a dominant thing in lines, right? Dad caps
totally.
In there. So so that's why that's kind of it's all about me, I guess.
Well, I mean, like,
beauty of it.
If you think about it, though, like, if a lot of people, if you like what you like, right, and a lot of people resonate with that, if they fuck with it, then like
that's why I do it.
Then other people like fall into that too. They'll love to wear.
You can't listen to everybody else's opinions really when you're doing your own thing because it starts to cloud your opinion and change your who you really are and what you built, right?
Yeah.
Like if you build this brand off your style because you felt like other people would kind of, like you said, resonate with that, then you don't want to listen to what people are saying about it because then you're going to be like taking advice and it's pretty much their brand now. You're like, you're taking their advice so much that you're just making what they want, right?
Exactly. And you're not like wholly passionate about it anymore, right? Because it's like, it's not even my idea anymore, It's like.
Exactly. So you just want to do what you want. And that's the beauty of owning your own company is you can just do what you want.
Yeah.
Create what you want, right?
Yeah.
You're not like working for someone else. So.
Right. And where do you eventually see Kosher going? Where do you want it to be? Obviously as big as possible, right?
Just as big as possible. If that, whatever level that happens to be, hopefully it could be like my main source of income just as a whole and I'm just running that, you know what I mean? And other things, hopefully. But when you think about the scaling of it, like how big I want it to be, like you think about fitness companies like Gymshark. I would hope to. Like, I actually haven't said this yet, I'll say it now, but I've actually been plotting to do an active line for Kosher. It's like Kosher Active. So like those shirts or those joggers, leggings, like all of that stuff will be like specifically for active wear. And then I'll still have the fashion side of it too. So the website will kind of be like split into like different sections, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's, you know,
that's dope.
That's the job on that. But
yeah.
So, you know, like I said, going back to the scaling, you know, like fitness wise, I see it as like that Gymshark level where they're just, you know, not necessarily as like how big they are, because obviously Nike is bigger and activewear than Gymshark.
Yeah.
But I just look at the way they operate with social media influencers and like the way they put their teams together and like their athletes are always together. I like having that sense of community in the brand.
Right.
Whereas you don't have that at Nike. You don't have LeBron hanging out with the other Nike athletes.
True,
right?
true.
You know, I like that community feel, and that resonates on Instagram or social media in general more than like just having LeBron by himself, right? You know what I mean? So yeah, and then as far as fashion wise on the side of things, you know, brands like Off-White, brands like Fear of God, brands like Givenchy, and you know, stuff like that. You know, I say that a lot because I really do like their clothes. I mean, I never buy their stuff, but I do like their clothes. So yeah, just brands like that. You know, hopefully get to that level one day. You know, I guess it's all a matter of time and work. You know, hard work.
I know that a lot of those brands like do collaborations nowadays, right?
They
like
do.
we see, like we just saw the Converse and Off-White shoes drop like earlier this week or last week. Do you see yourself collaborating with other brands too? Like, that's not a bad idea. You know? I haven't thought about it, but it's not a bad idea. Yeah. I mean, maybe one day I will. Like, if anything, I don't see myself collaborating. Well, in the meantime, like, you know, my mind could change. I'm kind of bipolar. But in the meantime, like, I don't see myself collaborating with another brand. I see myself collaborating with another, like, brain. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so if there was, like, a guy, like, even like you, if you, like, were passionate about design and you felt like you had, like, this dope idea, it would be, like, you times Kosher. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it wouldn't be, like, Nike times Kosher, you know, like I would rather collab with someone's idea than their whole brand, right? Right, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, a lot of companies are sort of following that nowadays. Yeah, like you get Virgil, like collabing with Louis, right? Yeah, and now it turned into him being like, I think he's designing for Louis. Yeah, right? He's their creative director right now. Yeah, so like I see more of that than like, you know, the Louis Off-White collab. You know? True. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. Yeah. And if the opportunity came up for you to be like creative director, like this is like going like it's kind of cool to think about though. Yeah, no, totally. Like if another company came up to you and it was like, hey, we'll hire you at like salary to like design, like could you see yourself doing that? Or probably not. Really? It depends on how much time, because I see myself bigger than that salary always. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if it's like $1 million salary, which it won't be, right? Yeah. But I just see like my entities of what I'm building, like all the three that I kind of explained, I see those being bigger than that salary that's going to like take up all my time. Right. And that's going to take up all my like creative thought, right? Sure, yeah. So I just don't want to, like, that's like, I just rather be like a free like entrepreneur than kind of back to working for someone else. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Yeah. No, totally. You fit in that entrepreneur spirit, right? You're doing your projects, you're doing the three things that you want to do right now. Yeah. And so you're currently, it sounds like from the sounds of it, you're currently in development phase for your music. Sorry about that. My brother just called and it kind of ended, but we'll restart it. Okay, so you're in development phases right now for Kosher, your media company. And YouTube, are you currently in the middle of making a vlog, or you just put one out actually a few days ago? Yeah. So like, what YouTube is just one of those things where you just kind of got to do it and just love the process. You know what I mean? You just gotta like, it's a long process. Like, and it's one of those things where it probably won't work for you. Like, it's like everybody doesn't become like big on YouTube because then everybody would be big on YouTube, right? It's like it's only certain select people, so it's like it's one of those things that you just gotta like doing it. It's just, I've always liked videos and I've always like been a character, like I like doing it, and like hopefully it pays off to, you know, that I like doing it. But in the end, it's just fun to be able to like, you know, have an audience and like show like my day, kind of, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just like see that people kind of take interest in that, right? So with that, it's just like kind of
I just kind of do it, But
Right.
with everything else, it's like I'm actually like working towards building it as big as possible. Like obviously I'm working towards building that, but with these companies, it's like I want the companies to grow, not just my personal like YouTube channel,
Yeah, of course.
But people nowadays think of YouTube as a business, so I mean, I guess it is a business,
It's crazy kind of how like YouTube is transformed though. It's like it used to be just like a video or a website where you'd watch videos of like really crazy things or like whatever, right? Now it's kind of turned into like another social media page, right? It's almost like equal levels with like Twitter and Instagram right now.
Yeah, for sure. It's just way more profitable than Instagram too.
Yeah.
Because of the way the ads work, because of the way the ad revenue works. Obviously, there is no ad revenue on Instagram.
Yeah.
You get 1 million people click on it. You won't make any money, but you get 1 million people click on that video.
It's all based on sponsors though, right? Sponsors are where the real money
Sponsors are where the real money is.
Yeah.
But ad revenue is still a source of income. Like you could probably still be okay if you get a great amount of views.
Yeah.
Like decent ad revenue. But obviously with that it comes sponsors, right? And sponsors pay crazy amounts because they see you as an opportunity to, use your platform to like sell their product, right? So yeah, sponsored money is crazy. I mean, hopefully I get to a point one day where I can be able to bring that value to a company, right? So, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. Yeah, definitely. But where can everybody find you? What are your links online?
So I'm pretty sure everything is the same. Rashaun _R on Instagram. If you look up Rashaun R on YouTube, you'll find me. And I mean everything else. I actually don't have a Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have a Twitter.
That's like not a Kelowna thing.
I don't know. Yeah, Twitter is still big. Twitter. I should have a Twitter.
Dude, Twitter's amazing. Honestly, it's my favorite social media.
Okay, yeah, I should have Twitter, but I don't. I never got on the wave, and now I'm so far behind that I don't even want to try. I'm like, everybody already has it, and like I'm just gonna be like in the closet, so I don't even want to try.
Dude, that's how I feel everybody is in Kelowna, dude. Yeah. Like, I haven't met anybody in Kelowna that's
Twitter is not a thing. Yeah, it's not really like big up here. So
yeah, but
it is definitely like every social media platform is an advantage when it comes to like anything you're doing. So like, it's good that you have it.
Yeah,
it's definitely for you in this.
Yeah, of course, and that's the point of this whole thing, right? It's to connect people like you, entrepreneurs, people that are creative, people that like are doing things and connect them together.
Right.
So that's the point, right? Yeah. That's what For the Culture is all about here. So I'm happy to have had that interview with you, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate being the first on here. I mean, one of the first.
One of the first, yeah.
One of the first,
for sure.
First of many, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and this is just sort of like a quick kind of like first ones that we're doing, which is why it's on the phone. I do actually have a studio in which that I'm going to do this in, and maybe it'll eventually turn into video podcasts. Who knows? That'll be really cool. That would be sick.
We got to get this guy on video podcast. It's going to be good. Yeah,
that'd be sick. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. We'll shoot another episode up whenever we got one up. So yeah,